Crazy thing is this. The reason why we're able to tie more and give more time to our church is specifically because of this convention. The reason why my mom is completely retired, she was working almost 12 to 14-hour days because she was a registered nurse, and I used to only see her once or twice a year. And I always make a joke that I see her every day now, so I don't know if that's a good thing. But my mom is able to do what she wants, when she wants, whenever she wants. Even at her house, she's able to just take a nap in the middle of the day because she just doesn't have a job that she has to go to. And to be able to put a price tag on that is completely priceless. Just if I can open up to you guys just a little bit, when my dad had that quadruple bypass surgery when he was having some health challenges about 4 years ago, it's probably one of the most, one of the scariest times, of my life in general. But to be able to be there with him, it really means love. And it was because of going to that convention that we had the time, we had the freedom, we had the financial freedom to be able to be there. I'm looking at my friend Nick here, and I remember, being able to go change his dad's tire on the side of the freeway while it was raining. Why? Because I was the only one who wasn't working. And so it could be simple things like that. But I promise you, the one thing that you don't want to do is this: you do not want to make the reason why you're doing this business the excuse as to why you can't go. If you say to me that I can't go because I have kids, well, aren't the kids the reason why you're going or why you're doing the business anyway? If you're saying to me that I have a job and I can't get away from my job, well, don't you not like your job anyway? Why would you let something that you don't like or something that you don't want to be there for an extended period of time be the excuse as to why you can't go there? Well, I got to take care of this, I got to take care of that. Aren't those the reasons why you're doing the business anyway? I don't feel well, or my health isn't up to it. I can't get out there. I don't have the finances to get out there. All of those things are not necessarily the excuses as to why not to go, but those are the reasons why to go. Because I promise you, whatever it is that you want out of this business, you're going to find it at the convention.
So, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate everyone just staying late. This is actually the last training next week. Actually, right now at this moment, a lot of the people you just heard from are going to be at the Black and Gold Legal Shield First Inaugural Black and Gold Banquets, like the Academy Awards. And it's exciting because our team, Mr. Shawn Michael, myself, we're actually the guest speakers of that e-banquet. Our team is on fire right now in front of all the top leaders in all of Legal Shield. And we're definitely going to be represented at the team event. We've got David Bird, the one and only. So a few things before we really just promote that is first of all, you got to make a decision. There's three things you got to do. You got to first of all make a decision. Mr. Hughes talked about that. You got to make the decision. Forget about your ticket. Forget about how you're going to get there. Forget about how you're going to get the time off work. You just got to decide. Ryan said, homicide, suicide needs to cut all options off, right? Once you decide, profits will appear. Number two, it's just you got to figure out how to get there. If you all have a skateboard, if you would become a millionaire 5 to 10 years from now, it would be worth riding your skateboard to Oklahoma. Yes, sir. If I had $1 million cash, guaranteed, in a bag, underneath a bleacher, in the Cox Center, guaranteed, $1 million. But here's the catch. You can't fly a plane, you can't drive a car, and you can't ride a train. Would you still get there to get the $1 million cash? Yes. Yes. You just answered your own question. The answer is yes. So why would you want $1 million instead of getting a $1 million mindset? $1 million is nothing. What about $10 billion? It's a lot more money. Does that make sense? It's all in your mind. Why does Donald Trump lose $900 billion, or not 900 billion, $900 million, and lose it in debt, $900 million in the early 90s, and get it all back and now worth $7 billion. Imagine being $900 billion in debt. I'm a billion. My credit card is $1 billion, negative. Gets it all back, now it's worth $7 billion. Because of a mindset. Does that make sense? You get the mindset. 7 years ago, I was in Mira Mesa. I was at a gas station right next to Edward Cinema. I told my mentor, Shawn Michael, I'm not going. I'm 5 months in business. I come to these meetings. I go to these trainings. And dadgummit, no one signs up. No, I don't get anybody. Not one person in 5 months signed up on my team for my first 5 months. I was sitting at a gas station. It was midnight, exactly 7 years ago to this coming Tuesday. And I said, that's it. I went home, my roommates were asleep. I said, I'm going. They said, you're going? Because they heard the conversation all day of me pleading with Shawn Michael to stop bothering me and try to get me to the convention. And I was in arguments with him all day, but he never stopped believing in me. So I got out of my car, that was my passion at the time, got my new recruit that day to come with me 24 hours. We went to gas station after gas station asking for money. I slept on the floor. People I didn't even know, very uncomfortable. Sat in the nosebleed section, didn't even own a suit. On the very top, 2 years later, I'm on stage with a new six-figure income. A year later from that convention was averaging $10,000 a month in 2006. Never been under $10,000 a month since April of 2006. We've not earned less than $10,000 a month since April of 2006. What happened in September of 2008? The economy collapsed. Made more money in September 2008 than I did in April 2006. You guys get this? The economy doesn't matter when you promote. All that matters is you got to fill the room and you got to get people to the convention. So there's still room on the bus. Shawn Michael just texted me. $439 to ride in a big old 55-passenger Mercedes van or a huge bus. Brand new, hasn't been used yet. Very comfortable, $439. Be bigger than $439. Robert Kiyosaki says you want to be a millionaire, you got to be bigger than $1 million in the month, okay? So finally, that's hotel included. By the way, breakfast is free every single morning because it's continental. They redid that hotel. It used to be like a Comfort Inn or something. It's now a brand new hotel, all redone, very, very nice, nicer than last year. That's all part of the $439. You get there and back, food there and back, free breakfasts every day, and the hotel night for $439. That's a pretty darn good deal. So you want to get with Shawn Michael. Your leaders can give you his contact information to get on the bus. It doesn't matter if you're on Team of Freedom or not. It doesn't matter. Definitely get with him. You can get on the bus. If you drive a car, you can drive there. Okay? I drove my car. So maybe take 3 or 4 people on your team, throw them in your car, drive there. 24 hours one way. It'll be the best 24 hours of your life. And the people that are with you, pop in Jim Rohn the whole way. Pop in some of the philosophy. Pop in Chris Hughes' new CD. Listen to it. Grow as a team. How many of you want to be a part of a winning team? Yes, sir. You're a part of it now, but what if you are one of the CEOs of that winning team, and this is your team a year from now, because you have no team now, or because you went to the convention in your van, minivan, or car, you got 3 people with you, now those 3 people in you and 3 legs came back and exploded, and by the way, a week and a half from today, actually a week and 2 days, on Saturday, you're going to see 4 of the commercials that were filmed on Paramount Pictures. That's 4 of them that's going to be aired all over national television. And we're going to be a household regardless of whether you go or not. A lot of people in this room are going to be multi-millionaires in the next 5 to 10 years. Ask Affleck in 2000 when they came out of their convention with a stupid duck that made them $18 billion a year now. And they have competition like MetLife, Prudential, and you name it. And we're the only game in town, and everyone in this country needs legal assistance. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone in this country needs attorneys. They need to protect their identity. Identity is getting bigger. California today, court ordered that if you work a job, you no longer get a lunch break.
Wow.
You didn't know that? Yahoo News and Finance. I posted on my Facebook. No lunch break. They don't have to do that anymore. You have to eat while you work. That's called slavery. So like they say, well, I have a job. I'm going to lose my job. And if they lose their job, what happens in their mind? They can't pay the rent. If they can't pay the rent, they lose their house. If you lose a house, you become what? Homeless. They become homeless, you're dead. Did it happen to me? I lost my job. I didn't have any money. I didn't die. I thrived. Some of you need to get fired. You got to you battle hard and say, I have to do this for my family now, and I'm going to make it happen. We don't want to wish anything bad upon you. But this is the time, this is when Providence appears. Yeah, last year, it wasn't Legal Shield, it was prepaid legal. This is the first Legal Shield actual event that we're going to brand. This is Apple with legal services. Give us 5 years or less. This thing is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. Believe me, some of the things that they're going to come out with are going to rock your mind. This is for your family. So I encourage you to get with your leaders tonight, make the decision, and whoever goes to this convention will be the most successful people. I will verse this and I'll close this. Is it okay if I say something?
Yes.
If you don't go, good luck. If you don't go to this convention, good luck, because the next one's in 2013 in March. Good luck making it, because belief is everything. So once I saw what I saw 4 months later, executive director, and because I believed, and I didn't care what I did, I just talked to everybody. I was the shyest guy in the world. After that convention, over. 4 months later, 130 people on my team, and executive never felt back. That posture and that attitude. Because once I saw what I saw, the attorney generals of this country on stage, Robert Kiyosaki, no one can stop. No one can either today. So if you want the swagger of the platinum, go do what I did.
Yes, sir.
You'll have some swag.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be like, please sign me up. And you'll have to say, well, I'm busy. So I'm signing up somebody else. Because I've signed up so many people, I can't take all of them. Does that make sense? So let's get excited. Let's get started again.